Senators getting action for veterans who receive less than honorable discharges from the military.
This affects members of the military who may have had behavioral issues due to PTSD or traumatic brain injury. And joining us to talk about this now is Michigan Senator Gary Peters. Senator, so good to have you with us. I know we talked to you about this probably a year ago. You've been working on this tirelessly. Where do things stand today, and what is it all about?
Well, you're right. We've been working on it. I'm happy to say it's now in a defense authorization that goes to the full Senate. It passed, an amendment passed to put it in. We're now going to be voting on the full bill tomorrow. But it helps those individuals who may have been discharged with a less than honorable discharge, and yet it turns out that their behaviors that led to that was a result of PTSD, traumatic brain injury, something related to combat injury, an invisible scar of war, a wound that's there, and they should have the opportunity to have that changed. And it's important because if they don't change their discharge, they don't have access to the VA and the medical services that are so critical to them and ones that they have earned.
Now, Senator, how did this problem come to your attention?
It came to my attention through veterans groups, hearing from individual veterans in the state of Michigan, but also veterans groups. I'm happy to say that all the major veterans groups across the country supported this legislation, actively advocated for it. I mean, we could be talking about thousands of service members who have received less than honorable discharges, and it turns out it was because of an injury that they received because of their service in the military. So this is about rectifying something that is an injustice and making sure that these men and women who served our country get the benefits that they're due. And certainly the American people should never turn our backs on those who have served our country and may have been injured in the process.
Senator, will there be some processes that are put into place to allow these people almost to come back and say, I had a dishonorable discharge, this could be why, help me out here?
They will. Now they have to be able to prove that they have a condition of PTSD, so they'll have a psychological evaluation. There needs to be medical evidence to do that. But now the process is in place, and the Department of Defense will look at that and create the kinds of processes necessary to take a look at that evidence to change that discharge. But if they have medical evidence that shows that they are suffering from PTSD related to their service in the military, that can get a change of the discharge papers and then allow them to get into the VA and get the medical benefits that they deserve and that they have earned.
Yeah, Senator Gary Peters, we thank you so much for your efforts. Please keep us posted on this.